Welcome, everybody, to the PWZ podcast. This is Rick Del Santo. We're back here on this wonderful Thursday evening, and joining me today, Showtime, Marcel Williams. What's going on, Marcel?
What's going on? We are back here Thursday, August 4th, 2022. We got a stacked show. We got a lot of catching up to do. Last time we was here, we had technical difficulties, SummerSlam review, but hopefully it's none tonight because we got a stacked on top of stacked show, and it's been an eventful week from last weekend.
Action-packed episode, as they say. So we've got a lot. We're going to talk about Ric Flair's last match. Marcel and I did not get a chance to talk about that, and we wanted to give our opinion on that. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw and AEW Dynamite. You can hear some my ups and downs with AEW Dynamite this week, as you do every week. But this one, it might be a little brighter than normal.
Okay, all right. Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah. So let's start with Ric Flair's last match, the event itself.
Live from Nashville
Fairgrounds, the legendary Nashville Fairgrounds. Of course, Ric Flair's, this has been built up for months, a few months now. It took forever for Flair's opponent to be named. I guess they announced it, about 2 weeks prior to that. And this, I thought, I'm going to just give my opinion now on the show. I thought it was a very good show. Very, very good show. Give my opinion on the main event as we get to that. Did you get a chance to watch the pre-show at all?
Yes, I did watch the pre-show. I didn't know it was a pre-show. And then something told me, why don't I click on YouTube and see if it's a pre-show? And it was a pre-show.
I didn't know it was on YouTube as well. I typed into Google and it brought it up in Fight. So I sat there and watched that. So I enjoyed the pre-show. We had Ren Narita and Yumura from New Japan LA Dojo, which I thought this was granted it was only 5 minutes long. It was a fantastic wrestling match. Which all it was wrestling for, chain wrestling for about a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a great wrestling match, like you said, for 5 minutes. That's going to be the story of this whole show because it seemed like mostly all the matches before the main event was 5 minutes, 8 minutes, a single digit type number for each match. But I guess that was designed to make the main event look good, which it really didn't. But
we'll see. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get there.
I want to tell you, I didn't realize it, but I'm sitting there. I'm like, damn. An hour had already gone by, and all these matches, it seemed like we had a million matches during the first hour. And then there wasn't that much left of the for the second hour. I think that there was only, let's look here, 3 matches in the last hour, I believe, between build-up and promos and stuff, and then the straight matches.
I'll take it.
Yeah. From there, we had the Bunkhouse Battle Royal. Bully Ray was a part of it. Of course, you know who I did not recognize in this, and I said this the other day? Wolfie D.
I didn't even recognize Crowbar in there.
That I knew because I seen him somewhat recently. I think he wrestled the ISPW show. I think I've seen him on the television show, the YouTube series they have, and I know he's been on AEW Dark not so long ago. So, which I was surprised at. And he's made some Ring of Honor appearances towards the end of their run as well. But there was it got invaded by Nick Gage, and here comes Effie and Joey Janela and such. So this added a little excitement to the match or to the Battle Royal. However, I cannot compare this to any of the Bunkhouse Battle Royals that they had back in the 80s. This was kind of a drag, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was a drag. Maybe it probably could have been better if they had the cage around the ring, like old style Bunkhouse style, where you got to somehow throw your opponent over the cage to the floor, which I don't know how that worked in the 80s. But they did it because, somehow they climb all the way up to the top and punch themselves all the way up to the top of the cage and then get thrown over. But I mean, I could have did with that, but we didn't have the cage. I was so disappointed in this event alone because I was looking forward to the green ring aprons with the blue lettering. It didn't have to be the NWA lettering, but it could have been the green aprons with the blue
Yeah.
lettering that they had.
I did like seeing the Jim Crockett Promotions lettering on the side on the aprons. The white ring ropes I didn't particularly care for. I don't ever remember Jim Crockett Promotions having plain white ring ropes. I think part of this is that I'm nitpicking a little bit too much on that as down to what the ring looks like. But
it's okay. It's okay, but I want to relive the Jim Crockett Promotion days, which they did some of it with the set.
The set was awesome. The set was awesome looking. Him and Tony and David Crockett together.
Listen, throwback. I loved it.
Yeah, Mance Warner won, last eliminating Bully Ray for that, so he gets the buckle and the bronze boot. Yes, and we got to the main show. We had the Motor City Machine Guns. It's Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. They defeated the Wolves, the reuniting Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. You really can't go wrong with either of these two tag teams. Some of the best tag teams of the early to mid 2000s, I think. You know, they've done some amazing. Both teams have done amazing work, whether it be TNA, Impact, or Ring of Honor, Japan. This was just a perfect tag team match. It was very exciting, a great opener for the main card. It was very cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed this match. It was real solid. These two teams, I would say was the best in the world, but they still can be the best in the world. They still perform top notch. But this match would have been real great if it was in 2009 or 2010, 2012. But obviously, time done passed us by. But we still got the match of two of the best teams in this history, and I enjoyed this opener. It was real good.
Yeah, and it looked like Richards and Eddie Edwards, you know, they were just wrestling each other as opposing teams at a previous Impact pay-per-view about the same, probably just a few short weeks before this. So this ended up being pretty, them being a unit was very good to see them as clicking again.
Yeah, it was. And like I said, I mean, as we go along with this show was legit real short. I was surprised it was over so fast. But hopefully they get more time in the future somewhere else. But I enjoyed this opener with the Machine Guns taking the win.
Speaking of more time, I wish that this match had gotten more time. Killer Kross defeated Davey Boy Smith Jr. It's pretty much what you could expect out of a match by this. You know, Killer Kross defeats Davey Boy Smith Jr. Another 5-minute match. Is it 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes. And you'd think that they would be able to do a little bit more here. It's basically, I wouldn't call it a squash, because, you know, there was a couple, you know, they did both get a little bit of stuff in there, but two really great performers here. I think Kross, though, man, that guy needs to be on weekly TV. I'm telling you, he's a star that's just not on TV.
Well, he was, and then all of a sudden, you know, somebody dropped the ball there. We know that, but yeah, this match it could have been more. I heard they had a match earlier on in the year, which was a one of match of the year candidates, but given 5 to 7 minutes, it really ain't gonna work. I mean, like you said, it wasn't a squash; it was a battle back and forth. But you only could do so much with a little bit of time.
Let's see. We had a 4 corners match with Jonathan Gresham. You see Jonathan Gresham come out in full gear this time around.
Yeah, he cared.
Yeah. Yeah. And see what happens, you know. Jonathan Gresham defeated Alan Angels, Takasha. I still, you know, as many times as I try, I hear him pronounce it in AEW and I try to repeat it, it doesn't come out right. And Nick Wayne. This is for the Progress, or for number 1 contendership of the Progress World Title. Jonathan Gresham won this match, so he'll be going out over to Progress for the battle for that championship. This match, again, as being a 4 corners match, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah. Just 5 minutes. Whoever wrote this card, they gave 0 Fs about anybody talent. It was like 5 minutes or 6 minutes. That's all you got. Figure it out.
Was it Conrad? I'm guessing.
I mean, it looked like a person that don't know what they're doing when they time matches. I'm just gonna put it out there to give every match 6 to 5 to 7 minutes, and then do the main 25 minutes.
I'm going with Conrad on that one. All right, I'm sticking to it. We have Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson. Brock Anderson, damn man, I didn't realize how much he looks like Arn until they were standing next to each other. Holy shit,
hair and all.
Yeah. They defeated Kerry and Ricky Morton, and Robert Gibson made an appearance. Ricky Morton took the pin on this one.
Yes, he did. He did a favor for Arn Anderson's son. Shout out to Brian Pillman Jr. wearing the tights, like similar tights like his dad when he was in the Four Horsemen. But this was you could tell the match had a little bit of miscommunication because obviously we know Brock Anderson is real green. And so is Ricky Morton's son. So they cured as much as they could for a little bit of time that they had. And Ricky Morton did a favor for Anderson's son. Appreciate that.
Show you the class act that Ricky Morton is. Let's see from there. This match, I have to say, match of the night.
This is match of the night.
And let's see, is it four-way match. Lucha Libre match. Rey Fenix defeated Bandito, Laredo Kid, Black Taurus. This match was insane. What's up, Jack? Thank you for tuning in, nerd. That's my boy, Jack. All right. Yeah, man, this match I thought was just a banger. This was like edge of your seat, kind of like what the hell's going to happen next. Going. It was so good.
Yeah, this was a back and forth Lucha Libre style match. Like I said, this show had mostly a lot of varieties with small amount of time, but Phoenix took the win in a very fast-paced match, and I enjoyed this match. This is a match of the night.
That's the second longest match of the evening, by the way.
Is it?
Underneath the main event. I have the main event timed in at 27 minutes, all right? The Lucha Libre match timed in at 11:50. And then there's one other match. The Bunkhouse match was 11 minutes and 10 seconds.
Somebody really loved some Phoenix and Bandito for them to give him 11 minutes.
What I'm saying. And Bandito's performance in this match. I mean, Phoenix is freaking basically, a lot of times he's flawless when he's in that ring, right? He's just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say flawless. He gets injured a lot, so whatever. But you get my drift. You get what I'm saying. He does sometimes move. Yeah, you know. But, I mean, Bandito's performance was insanely great in this match.
Yeah, it sure was. He's one of those top workers that's, is he a free agent right now?
Bandito? I think that you're right. I believe that you're right. Yes. One of the other ones.
I sign him and add him to the roster.
I mean, I thought, has he made AEW appearance before? He has, right?
Yes,
correct, I believe. T and Couponers in the house. Thank you, sir, for tuning in. Happy to see you. It's been a little while. We're talking right now Ric Flair's last match. Now, this match I was seriously looking forward to.
Yeah, this next one, all right?
Yeah. Josh Alexander and Jacob Fatu ended in a no contest because what's his name? Matt Cardona, Brian Myers interfered. This was such a good match, and of course, it just had to get fucked up at the end with no winner.
Well, we kind of knew what the result going to be. It's not like they're going to change the title on this show, or
no, they weren't going to change it.
You know, they wasn't going to beat Fatu either. So I kind of knew it was going to be a smash finish with these matches, interpromotional shows.
Right. I think that also they're setting that up because it seemed like, did you see Cardona looked a lot better? His arm wasn't all fucked up.
Yeah.
And such. So I have a feeling that they're going to set up for Cardona and Alexander for the next Impact event.
I'm down. I'm down for the rematch.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I think it'll be good. So this one I also thought was going to be I was really looking forward to this match. See, a lot of the matches I was looking forward to, they didn't give any time to.
Like I said, somebody was booking these matches. Like, I kind of feel you should have gave the main 5 minutes and gave everybody else other times. But we'll get there. We getting there soon.
We're almost through it. I mean, we can't break down and analyze this when the matches are only 5 minutes long.
Exactly, you sure can't.
The Briscoes.
The Raw matches had longer matches than the show.
Yeah, especially this past Monday. Let's say
we'll get into that soon, though. We'll get to that soon.
That's true. We're right after this. The Briscoes, Jay and Mark, defeated the Von Erichs. The Von Erichs are a great tag team. You know, they're up and coming. MLW superstars. The Briscoes. They're in Ring of Honor. Well, yeah, they're in Ring of Honor, Impact, etc. I think they're done with the NWA right now. Which I thought that this was going to be a really good match. It was pretty good. Briscoes, you know, I think that we were talking about how first experience we seen them when they were white meat baby faces. They had short hair, clean look. They still had their teeth. They wore red singlets out to the ring. They looked like professional wrestlers, you know.
They looked like Yerks.
Yeah, man. This was just under 8 minutes, which I didn't think that for these two tag teams. I didn't think that was enough time at all.
Nah, it wasn't. It could have been more, but hopefully down the road we get more of that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that somewhere, whether it be MLW or Impact, or if the Von Erichs decide to jump on over to AEW or anywhere.
Or ROH.
Yeah. I meant to say ROH. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No,
Forgot. They're one and the same these days, even though people like to try to use, the ROH name.
Exactly. On their shows.
This match, I don't even really have much of a comment for this damn match, but Jordan Grace defeated Deonna Purrazzo and Rachel Ellering. Nothing fantastic here. Nothing great. I wasn't really much to speak about this match.
Nah, it wasn't. Impact tried with this match, and I don't think it clicked. Especially knowing that this was right before the main.
Yeah, this was basically I got up and went to the bathroom, and I came back. The shit was still going. So
yeah.
All right, so it's main event time.
The main event.
It's main event time. This match, I know that going in 73, or is it 73 or 74-year-old Nature Boy Ric Flair, without a doubt, the greatest professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. I mean, you could say it's Luthez, you can say it's Buddy Rogers, you can say, I don't know, Jack Briscoe, but I truly believe that Ric Flair is the greatest professional wrestler of all time. He's coming back after God knows how many retirements for one match. Teams up with his son-in-law Andrade to take on longtime friend Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Okay. Go for it. Yes, I'm the same. It's very confusing as to why I understand there's a connection between Flair and Andrade, but Jarrett was the confusing part. But I guess they were tying in the Four Horsemen history into it.
Yeah, he was tying that in Nashville. I will say Ric Flair is the greatest wrestler of all time. He has been in many career-threatening matches, from Vader in 1993, Starrcade, to the steel cage match with Hogan in 1994, to Eric Bischoff 1998 Starrcade, even towards Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 24. And his last match was like almost 10 years ago with Sting. That was his last match in TNA.
I believe so. Yeah, he did he retired and then showed up in Impact just less than a year later.
Yeah, and he had a few matches, and then the last match he had was with Sting, which was a match before Sting faced Hogan in Philadelphia for Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
So it was basically a segue match to Hogan. But that was his final match, and he hasn't been in the ring since then. He had a heart attack, almost died, almost didn't make the 3 count, and almost didn't kick out, actually. So this match right here, he was almost near that 3 count. I'm just going to say it right now. He was almost there. I appreciate all the hard work that he did before he even got to this match, and all the work that he got put in the ring with Jay Lethal. But he really, like, this match was one of those matches, and I don't know if you've seen the clip a long time ago with Dory Funk Jr. at, I think, 80 years old or something like that in Japan wrestling. Like, it was one of those situations. Like, I don't recommend anybody that's not physical able to get in a ring, especially at age 70-something, who had a pacemaker and everything else done to him. But I am going to give you the pros of this match, and that's Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett is the star of this weekend. Not only did he referee at SummerSlam, but he came in great shape, knew how to work the crowd, and performed top-notch still, even though the circumstances.
Yeah. You have other stuff?
I got other stuff, but
Okay.
I mean, I want you to say some more because this match right here.
I got some stuff to say about this match. I'm sure T and Cubana might have seen my tweet before the day after or the night of the match. The positives were the show was a very, very good show. The main event, Jay Lethal looked great as always. I don't think that guy is capable of really putting on a shit match. I think he looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
Andrade really impressed me in this match. I've had a hard time getting into Andrade, the performer, and I thought that he did a really, really good job.
Yes, he did.
Jeff Jarrett looked amazing for 57 years old. Great shape, great ring work, and that guy could still go at 57. It's amazing. This match was a disaster. In any sense of the word. I think that I literally thought at one point Flair was dead when he was laying face down and Andrade was trying to give him the brass knuckles and he was not moving at all. I thought, oh shit, he's dead.
It. Yes, I thought that was it. I was like, this dude didn't make it. I was like, he's laying there. He trying to put the thing in his hands. Then I seen his hand moving. I was like, okay, he's kind of moving. And then I guess something told him he got to pop up and do this one more spot. And he did it, and shoulders down on the ground, though, while the count was happening with Figure 4 and Jarrett. But
exactly.
I guess we wanted to act like our eyes didn't see that. But it came out with the win.
It's at the referee's discretion. Charles Robinson once told me when I called him out on Twitter for fucking up a spot on TV. I catch a lot of hate.
Just by seeing Undertaker face after this match, you could tell he was pissed off.
Yeah. He's like, dude, I knew when to quit.
Exactly. He knew. He knew when he faced Roman Reigns at WrestleMania with that bad match. He was like, I'm going to narrow this down.
It was good to see Bret Hart and Mick Foley in the crowd. I did not know Bret was there. I think that you didn't see him till the end. I think there was another spot where they were trying to get him up on the ropes and or the corner buckle, and they were going to give him a superplex. And I know that was the planned spot from what I read, and I believe that Flair said, no, I can't do that. Because I think that you saw how difficult it was for him to even sit on that turnbuckle. Like he looked like he couldn't even pull himself up to sit on that turnbuckle. He was like coming down. So I feel bad for the guy in a way. So yeah, man. God bless you, Flair, man. I literally hope that this is it.
Listen, this is it. I'm gonna say for him. This is it. Don't do
I
it
won't.
again.
I won't buy the next show.
I will not buy anything that has Ric Flair to ring. It's done. It's over. I don't care how much they offered him. $50,000 per match. I don't care. That was terrible.
I heard they offered him. I heard they offered him something like $100,000 for like 6 matches or something. Whoever, it's probably most likely was Conrad. I'm guessing. I don't know. Somebody did, but it's insanity.
Listen, after that performance, I'm gonna keep my $100,000.
Yeah. I'm going to play the clip. There was a post-match interview with Tony Schiavone and Ric Flair. I really enjoyed this interview, so I'm going to play it. I clipped it, and here it is for you guys to hear.
Hell, you can cry. We're all crying, buddy. We love you, man. Wendy, Megan, Conrad, members of your family here. I first hold this microphone for you in 1983. We've had some great moments. This is one we will never, ever forget. You are the greatest pro wrestler ever. You are the greatest professional wrestler ever, and I'm honored to be standing next to you. And you can bleed all over me. I don't give a damn. Ric Flair, we love you, buddy. I don't know how anything that is so special in a man's life could happen twice, much less happen better the last time. To have you here in the greatest wrestling town, and one of the greatest, I hate to say greatest because then everybody gets upset, but I had one of my best matches of my career here with Ricky Steamboat. All my family's here. We've made jokes about me being married 5 times. Well, all the kids are here. One wife, but all my granddaughters and children are here, and my friends are here. And I swear to God, guys, if I didn't have enough pressure on me tonight, fucking Kid Rock walked in the fucking locker room and said, he said to me, I got a night off. How about entertaining me? I said, no shit, brother. I'll do my best. So, thank you for coming out. This was my last. I adore all of you. You are what make people like me and everybody that wants to walk through that door tick. We can't lose it. And I appreciate you all coming. I hope I didn't let you down. I don't remember half of it, but thank you all. God bless. My family, my friends. God, everything you hear about me is true. I'm going downtown with Kid Rock tonight. How about that shit? Goodbye.
That was the Nature Boy Ric Flair giving his final words after his final match. What do you think of that speech? He's going to party with Kid Rock.
Yeah, he's going to party with Kid Rock. He's going to relive some of his youth, I guess. He don't need no more drinks. Hopefully not.
I was going to say, has he stopped that? I mean,
nah, he hasn't stopped that one bit. He admitted that, but it was a touching moment because I remember watching Tony Schiavone for a 1983 Starrcade interview Ric Flair after he beat Harley Race for the NWA Championship, but it's fast track now. We're back at the beginning, and this is the end for Ric Flair and Tony Schiavone interviewing the greatest of all time. But it was a great moment.
It was a great final interview, I guess, for his final match. I think it was great. It's better than the match itself. Jesus, I can't tell you how scared I was through it. I think I was scared going in, but watching it was, scary.
Yeah, it was. And I heard he's okay. He's fine. So yeah. I'm glad he made it. And no more. He's the greatest of all time. There's no need.
Yeah. I think that before we move on and get into AEW, I think it was Lou Thez came out of retirement for one match to wrestle Masahiro Chono in Japan. I think about a year before he died, maybe, or it was 1990 something. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
So he was older than Flair is now. Of course, he didn't have the alcohol and all that such. He was a pure athlete, and so we just don't need stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
We don't.
We are talking about the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Hello, Christian. Thank you for tuning in. That's my son, Chris.
What's going on, Chris?
Yeah, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Thank you, Rick. That was a nice send off.
Monday Night Raw, huh?
Oh, Monday Night Raw. Yeah, that's right. There we go. I brought up the wrong notes. Hang on, I got it right here. Bam. Okay, Monday Night Raw. This is the first Monday Night Raw since the new regime, since a very successful and bless you, very
thank you,
successful SummerSlam, a different SummerSlam, so to speak. This is the first under the regime of Paul Levesque as head of creative.
Yeah, this was I will say this is the first Raw that legit. I have watched and suffered through 3 hours of certain ones just to get certain bullet points, but I actually sat through this Raw and somewhat enjoyed it. It still started off with a 20-minute promo. I don't know whether that will stop or not, but it made sense. Becky Lynch got injured the night before, and actually 2 nights
separated her shoulder, right?
Separated her shoulder, so now she's going to be out for a few months, and that made sense to do that promo to set up Bianca Belair as her division now, but she has company. She got Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai.
Do we have to call her Io Sky? I can't, dude. It's bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
All right, I guess just because.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna take that hit.
All right. Wait till her to go back to NXT and change her name. We'll see. Yeah, it was a pretty good promo with Becky. I thought it was she's gonna be out for a few months, like you said, while this heals up, and let's see where she's gonna go when she returns. Whether it be Raw, SmackDown, or she's gonna go to Bianca, or she's gonna go after Liv Morgan when she returns.
You put up TNQ on that question.
Yep, I'm gonna read that. What are your thoughts on Bayley's new group control?
What you think?
Apparently, I'm muted.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
You was muted. You heard.
Well, thanks for telling me. I'm sitting here yapping, and all right. So
I thought my screen froze. That's what.
Technical difficulties. All right, let's see. What are your thoughts on Bayley's new group control? I think it is a very good group. I like to see Io Shirai and Dakota Kai back in WWE, back on TV, brought back. It's enjoyable to see these two ladies back, and it's enjoyable to see Bayley gone. Can't believe I say this, but she was missed.
I agree with that. She was missed. I felt like she carried the whole Thunderdome era, and with her heel work with Sasha Banks. But now she's back. Now she's talking the talk, and I'm looking forward with this group. I'm looking forward to what Triple H is going to do with them. And I'm enjoying how the women's division on Raw is looking right now. Now I got to see what's going to go on with SmackDown this Friday, but Raw definitely looking up.
Yeah, I'll try to tune in for to Friday night. I am home in time. I will be home in time for that. So let's see. We ended up going. There was a video for. They showed a video of Logan Paul. Social media. He didn't know when he'd be back, but it would be as soon as he couldn't wait. So my thing is he signed to a full-time contract? Is he one of those guys that has limited appearances that he can just send in social media videos such as this to Catch my drift? Kind of like a
Yeah,
Goldberg or something to that effect.
I mean, yeah, he probably got a special attraction contract. Is it a good thing? Yeah. I mean, I don't see him doing part time. I don't see him doing a full time schedule. I don't. I never seen him do a full time schedule when he signed a contract. But he could work. He got the fans behind him at SummerSlam. But the next segment though, I did enjoy because they gave you the history of the United States Championship, which they trying to make this mid card title a big deal again.
Yes, that Logan Paul. Yes, he is now a WWE superstar. I could see him eventually becoming a almost full-timer. I could see it happening. I mean, the guy is over. He's put on some really good. Well, the one match he had was really good so far. So I guess we'll have to see how it pans out. But yeah, maybe he'll go on some of those nice, high-paying international shows that they like to do in the Saudi Arabia or England now a few weeks from now.
Yeah, I can see that happening where they need some type of special attraction. He's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, the guy everybody loves. Well, everybody knows who he is. I wouldn't say everybody loves him. So let's get to the action, okay? It was a triple threat match. AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, and The Miz. 3 really great guys that could put on a great match. Put on a very good match for just under 9 minutes. Bell to
bell. This was a very good triple threat match. Miz stepped up, AJ stepped up, and Mustafa Ali stepped up. And that finish was great, where he hit his splash on the Miz and popped up and got into the Styles Clash for AJ to take the win and qualify for later on. And this triple threat was a real good match to kick off Monday Night Raw.
Of course, they had Adam Pearce back there. There's some segments we don't need to necessarily go through, correct?
We don't need to go through that. We're good.
What about the Usos and the Ray and Dominic? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I want to talk about how they continue to promote this as the main event, which I like. They made you look forward to this tag team championship match. Usually tag team championship match be in the middle of the show. It doesn't matter. But they really built up for this main event to let you know that these tag team titles are important.
Yeah, it was the Usos. Let's see here. I'm trying to reread my notes here. So, yeah, they're building that up for tonight. So, we'll see what happens here. Hang on. Let me go to my scroll down here. Oh, crap. Went fast. Too far. Sorry. So, yeah. And then what about the Seth Rollins segment here? What do you think about his clothing? His clothing's getting gaudier and gaudy. And I know that gaudy is like an old lady term.
Yeah, it is. We actually seen a difference early on in the show with Becky Lynch. She's not wearing the glitzy off the wall outfits no more. She seemed like she's the old Becky. So sooner or later, we may see Seth Rollins change back to what he used to be, or even something different. But
did you notice her hair was different? You notice her hair was different too. It wasn't all crazy during that segment. So, Tian Couponer's got a really good question here. Who do you see Triple H trying to bring to WWE? Who do you think, Marcel? Do you think he's going to be bringing in any really good independent talent? Do you think he's going to be trying to get any AEW superstars, New Japan, anybody like that?
Well, after the Nashville Tryouts that happened this past weekend, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. People got injured. People got hurt. So whatever plans that Vince McMahon and Nick Khan had for the NIL program, they made a few changes where they're going to have to go back to indie wrestlers again. So I can see him taking in some indie wrestlers again. But as in bringing somebody in, I think as the news broke earlier on this week from Brian Alvarez, I think they got Sasha and Naomi locked in.
Really?
Yes.
I heard that they were still working on that. They were still smoothing things over. So we'll have to see how that pans out in the coming weeks. But to go on further about your Nashville tryouts.
Yeah. So since that
Go ahead. Sorry. From what I heard, that this was one of those ones where they were not hiring any professional wrestlers anymore, independent wrestlers, excuse me. So they're just going to hire athletes. They're going to give athletes the tryouts. They had basketball players and such. One of them was an actual, like a NBA player. I'm not sure the name. Do you know who this is I'm referring to?
Yeah, Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Apparently, they put all these guys through the ringer. Some of these guys ended up concussed. Some of them they're just not going to bring in because they don't know what the hell they're doing. And they weren't getting it, so to speak. So Hunter and Khan made the decision that they are going to be starting up again, bringing in independent wrestlers. More power to them, and that's the way that I think that it should have been. And this, what was his name? Howard?
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
Dwight
Howard. Dwight. I heard that he had been put through the ringer. And he's not going to give up. He's going to go back.
Hey, there's a few of them that went through the ringer that look like they. Well, if you look at the package on YouTube of the tryouts, they make it look like it was success. But as I heard and as I seen in the background of these videos of ice packs and people getting wrapped up looking crazy, I don't think it was a success.
The way that I read that it was a disaster. So
it was a disaster.
That's the only name I heard out of it that after getting shit kicked out of him is looking to go back and try it again. So not much about anybody else.
No,
I don't think some of these people know what it takes to be a professional wrestler.
No, they don't.
It
takes a lot. Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes drills. It takes a lot of squats. It takes a lot of cardio, a lot of everything. It takes a lot of heart to go in and do these drills. And 3 days worth of doing that and then doing promos. And then after that, doing a few matches of trying out after you don't learn these activities for the last 2 days. It's grueling. And then for you to get hurt, it's even more heartbreaking because this is a big opportunity. You don't want to get injured. And, this right here was a disaster. So they got to go back to what they was, bringing in indie talent and trying them out because that's where it's at. It's like the old territories. We get the experience in. We understand the business. We understand what drills we have to do. We already trained already.
Most importantly, you know how to work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anybody in particular that you have in mind that they might snag that maybe I can't think of anybody offhand. Tom Brady can't wrestle. Get the hell out of here with that.
I can see them grabbing Johnny Gargano back. I can see them grabbing him back. And
it's actually one of my first choices that I thought of. Are they going to reach out to him and try to bring him back as long as they don't put him in, the gimmick that they did with Dexter Lumis? Not that he's there anymore, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Trying to put him in something stupid like that. I think that he was a Triple H guy, Gargano.
Yes,
so I could see him. And from what I understand, there is a possibility that they are talking to him. He did make a pre-recorded appearance on Impact Television, though.
Yes, he did. He made yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens there. MJF, I understand. Sorry, Marcel, but I understand that MJF is possibly getting closer to making an AEW return. I read that earlier today. We'll have to see what is actually going on in that situation. Jacob Fatu. I'd like to see Jacob Fatu come in to WWE. The only thing is, I think the reason why they stayed away from him is because he has a past of some sort. So that's just, what I've heard. God knows, what is actually true. So that's, WWE tries to keep up with the standards and practices. So, I think that he would actually be a very good addition to the roster, Fatu.
I agree with that. I can see them bringing back Killer Cross.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he's waiting for.
Maybe. I mean, he didn't know Vince was going to get booted out the door. So, I mean, he was trying to get something.
Yeah, I'd like to see him come in and not with the carrying. Continue with the Killer Cross. Come on. That's what we know him as, and that's a great character.
Yeah, but you know how WWE is. They got to do the trademarks.
I guess they're not getting away from the trademarks either. So, from what I've read, that's something. They changed somebody's name. I can't think offhand and another ridiculous name. But let's continue with WWE Raw. We still got so much more to talk about today. Seth Rollins took on Montez Ford, 10 minutes, 34 seconds. Man, I can't tell you. Montez, I don't know what it is, man. I think that he is a fantastic professional wrestler. Not that Seth isn't, but Seth is becoming less annoying to me. I'm actually appreciating his ring work a little bit more and his cackle. I thought that this was a damn good match.
Yeah, this match was good. If you want to see Montez Ford do singles and see if he got what it takes to be a single star, I think this was it right here. These two had mega chemistry, and as we've seen, he came up short. Seth Rollins took it, and we continue to see this Street Profits. I don't think there's any wedge in between them. I think it's just a misunderstanding, but we'll see. We shall see.
We'll see how that happens. God knows. I know there's been teasing of a split from or rumors rather, but I don't see it happening really. I know they've kind of teased it. Maybe they're just working the fans.
Maybe. It's always good.
Alexa Bliss. All right, let me try it. Let me start over. Rewind. Alexa Bliss took on Asuka. I did not watch this match as much as I love Asuka. But it did end in a double DQ, no contest.
Yeah, it did. It was a setup for what we had coming up as Control came out and beat up both of them to set the tone for the women's division for Raw to show who's boss. But Bianca came out with some sneakers this time. She had some heels on running earlier. Now she came out with the sneakers ready to fight, and she was ready to take on anybody in the Control. And Io Sky accepted.
Christian thinks that The Rock will be back for Hollywood next year. Well, if the rumors are correct.
If it's correct.
If it's correct. I think it's not just a rumor. I think it is, but they have not touched anything. So anyways, what else here? We had Chad Gable cut a promo on his way to the ring saying he would win this match. Beat that ignoramus AJ Styles and put this country on his back once again. He was a real winner, not a cheater, like the Houston Astros. They were in Houston. So there's a triple threat. Ciampa defeated Chad Gable and Dolph Ziggler. Ciampa, I'm glad, is back or on television. I'm glad that he is on the main roster. This guy is a beast. This guy is one of the best professional wrestlers today, and he's awesome, dude.
Yeah, he is, and he's on the right track, especially with this transition. And I kind of figured that he's one of the last survivors of the black and yellow brand, the black and gold brand. And he survived, and now he's getting a little push to show how good he is. And this triple threat was one of them, and he qualified to face AJ Styles later on.
He's also a Triple H guy. So
he's a Triple H guy.
So he's going to get that push. Good night, Chris. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, there was the Edge promo. I don't care about that. You want to talk about that? You can talk about that.
He explained himself well. I'm still not behind Edge like that, especially with his Judgment Day thing. And then now he got to figure something out where he got killed what he created. So he already told the story. So we can pass that.
I do got to say, I liked his entrance at SummerSlam. I liked the way that it happened. The crowd was behind him.
Glasses. Please let go of the glasses. He did not have to wear the glasses.
I mean, dude, he's pretty old, dude. He doesn't need to.
He's too damn old to be wearing those glasses coming down the damn aisle.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about something that's really old once we get to Dynamite. So I think I'm annoyed now talking about Edge and certain other WWE things, but just wait 5 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, yes. Let's see. There was a non-title match, Bianca Belair, Io Sky. See, I said it right that time. After 17 minutes, ended in a no contest. Why go for that long and have a bullshit ending? You know I hate that shit. But that is WWE style.
No. Listen, I understand it's WWE style, but this no contest made sense. You can't beat Bianca for at all. She just won. And
Correct.
You couldn't beat Io Sky. So you had to do this match regardless because obviously she want to face one of them because she's hot. So it had to happen. And these is one of the DQs that made sense. So I'll give him a slap for this one.
Okay. All right. Whatever you say. No, I think that there's just
like grabbing a bottle of liquor just because I said that.
Talking about just drinking IP Harpoon. Right. And it hasn't been much, trust me. I just got home from work before we recorded. So let's see here. We're going to the third hour. Oh my goodness. We got Miz hyped up Ciampa. As Patrick Postum approached him for an interview, he told Patrick that WWE wasn't a playground for YouTubers. And he was cheated at SummerSlam and blamed AJ Styles. Ciampa said Ciampa said he used to respect Styles and his path to WWE, but Styles chose to support a man who made a mockery of their home. So now it would crush AJ Styles' U.S. title dreams. It was an alright segment. Nothing too crazy.
Ciampa got the chops.
Yeah. Ciampa's a great talker, man. He's really good.
Yes, he is.
From there, we had Ciampa defeating AJ Styles to earn a United States title match. How do you think that's going to go, my man?
Ciampa took the win against AJ, which was a very good match, especially considering that they wrestled earlier. This third hour was real stacked with these two matches. They gave him a lot of time. But I see Ciampa getting defeated by Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley just got it, and he needs to prove that he can keep his title hot as he can with this reign. And I see Ciampa giving Lashley some great challenge, but it's going to be a lot of time for this match. It's not going to be 5 or 3 minutes like they used to do for Raw.
No, and then have it end in some sort of weird ending. Tian Cubano says he enjoyed Ciampa in Ring of Honor and NXT. Ciampa is, man, that guy's just a beast. That guy could work. He could talk. And he has an awesome beard on top of it. Yes, that beard is marketable, I tell you. All right. So there we had the Usos defeating Ray and Dominic to retain the undisputed tag team championships. Damn, I can't speak tonight. Can't even read my notes.
Yeah, this was a good main event, even though they wrestled before. But I enjoyed this main event. It was nothing where they had a Mysterios or Uso stand in the ring for half an hour while they played 5 video packages. They went straight into the match. They got into action, and the ending was real good, as well as the Usos did the blind tag and hit the 1D. And then at the end, some more action with the Judgment Day, our favorite group, attacking the Mysterios. Edge come out for the save, try to take everybody out and go for the spear. And Rhea Ripley continues to beat on Dominic, push him into the way, and Edge spears Dominic.
Yeah. I love Rhea Ripley, man. I think she's killing it right now. She's like the total monster heel as a female. Destroying. I love it, man. I love it. Dominic don't look like
he's beating Dominic ass. I don't know what's going on, but she's beating his ass.
Maybe he's afraid to hit a girl. I don't know, but she's. Maybe, but I'd be afraid of her. So that's Monday Night Raw. We're going to get into some AEW. Let's see what we got. Another coupon here. or excuse me, another question here from TN Coupon. Man, I'm messing up all my words tonight. Do you think Judgment Day will add another member? I believe that is 100% possible.
I think so too. I think after the beating that he's been given with the legs around the neck and being dragged through the hallway and everything else, I think Dominic is going to join.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's going to join.
Wow.
Especially with Edge spearing him and making it believe like it was his fault that he got speared, and he just aimed for Dominic. I can see it happening.
I mean, I guess it's WWE land. I could see something like that happening. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, so I guess we'll have to see. Is there anybody else you think might be in there? I didn't expect even to see Finn Balor, to be honest with you. So I guess anybody could to join in there.
They can put anybody there. Anybody from NXT 2.0, maybe. Anybody.
I am enjoying the team of Damian Priest and Finn Balor together with Rhea Ripley by their side. I'm really enjoying them as a team. I think they're really doing some good work here. And now that there's a different creative process, I have a feeling that this could go so much further.
Absolutely. If Triple H ever wanted to build a tag team division, I'm sure Finn Balor and Damian Priest will be a good fit for that.
It's only a matter of time. Oh, look at this. Somebody's in here. Here we go. We got something. A question for you. Marcel, can I have your permission to start a Marcel fan club? DG King.
Who is DG King to start a fan club?
You tell me. Sounds like it's a fan of yours.
I don't know. I guess, yeah, start a fan club. Why not? Add to the club. I appreciate the love.
Hit him up, right in, and we'll get you in touch. So Marcel should have a fan club. The guy's a great wrestler. Not that he's. Did you hear me yell and defend you on Saturday night?
I did hear you yell. I did hear you.
I'm going to say this now. Don Kincaid tried getting on my case on Saturday night about cheering, and I said, "Hey, I'm kind of biased here. Shut up." I told him to shut the fuck up. This is my podcast partner here.
It's just I try to put out a good matchup last Saturday, which I succeeded. I enjoy wrestling Mark Andrews.
Alexander.
Alexander. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Somebody named Mark Andrews in the world.
That's right. I uploaded the video. I uploaded the video wrong. I had to take it down because I called him Mark Anthony. I was like, wait a second.
Did you?
Yeah, and it wouldn't let me change it, so I had to delete the thing and then re-upload it. I was like, what the fuck am I thinking? Luckily, nobody watched it at that point, so I noticed it right away.
But yeah, I enjoy Saturday. He's a good dude, man. Mark Alexander got a future in this business, and as you can see on the PWZ channel, it was a really solid match.
Yeah, that match is up there on this channel. If you guys, after we're off, want to flip over, go check out Marcel Williams versus Mark Alexander from this past weekend's Coliseum Pro show. Great show. It was a lot of fun. We saw the first ever Coliseum Tag Team Champions crowned, the Battle Academy, Hunter Tarka and Lorenzo Vendetta. And I think both of those kids are very, very good professional wrestlers. I think that Lorenzo has the look to him. He's got a nice, tough look to him. I think he's a really good wrestler, and he's very young. So I think that he's just only going to get better.
Yeah, he is. He got a future in this business. Great look, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to his future in Mark Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander's. I think that kid is his style. He's just fast. He moves very well. Very good wrestler. Very good. Let's talk some. Anything else you want to talk about Coliseum, or do you want to move on?
No, we'll move on to Dynamite.
Dynamite. All right. I have some complaints about Dynamite, and I have some positives about Dynamite, but we'll get to the complaints as we approach them. Started off with Jay Lethal. Yeah.
Close to the rant? Oh, we close to the rant?
Stay tuned. Yeah, pretty soon. We'll get it once we get down to. I am gonna say what I loved about the show and what I hated about the show. There's something big that I hated about it. Actually, two things. We started off with Jay Lethal taking on Orange Cassidy. Very good back and forth matchup. Orange Cassidy proved once again that he can go as a professional wrestler and not just be a novelty act against a guy like Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal is just one of the guys that's been wrestling all over the world for the last 20 years and is a phenomenal performer. I really enjoyed this matchup here. Jay Lethal takes the victory.
Yeah, this is a great opener for Dynamite and Orange Cassidy. He could afford a loss, and I kind of feel like Jay Lethal needed this win after this weekend and the weekend before last for ROH. So I'm glad he took this win, and then now he's going to be going into Battle of the Belts 3 as we segue to the next segment that set that up.
Yeah, after the match, Sanjay Dutt Satnam Singh came out to celebrate. Dutt played basically like he was the interviewer, and he asked Lethal about Wardlow. Lethal insulted him and said he'd make a statement. He went on to lock Orange Cassidy in a figure four again, but the Best Friends and then Wardlow came out to save, and those guys got the hell out of there. Sanjay Dutt demanded Wardlow put the TNT Championship on the line at Battle of the Belts, and Wardlow accepted.
Yes, he did. Just it's Wardlow world, and now he's trying to kick Jay Lethal's ass. So look forward to this match. It's going to be a big challenge for Wardlow with his experience, and it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match. We're going to do the rundown of that show a little bit later. Of course, there was a video package recapped about Hook beating Ricky Starks. And, of course, after that, I believe that we had a rant from Taz stating that there is not going to be any more Team Taz.
Yeah, he flipped out. He blew his coop. He didn't know Hook was going to challenge for the championship. He didn't know Hobbs was going to turn on Ricky Starks. He ended it right here. Like, I think it was already ended already, but he officially ended it last night.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad it seemed like it was almost non-existent in a way, if you think about it, because it wasn't like they were doing a whole lot as a unit, I guess you should say. They were just kind of Ricky Starks and Hobbs just walking around together.
That's it.
Yeah, it was nothing like, and Taz was just kind of there. He wasn't really, I don't know. Maybe I'm not explaining it right, but anyways. Story time with Adam Cole. Adam Cole, the Buck.
The segment was great.
I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed this segment. Shout out to Nick and Mac Jackson with your outfits. Love it. So anyways, this was basically, they're talking about the trios titles, et cetera. And this is going to be one of my rants. Rant number 1 coming in about 2 seconds. Basically, they said that, they're going to be, because Cole's out with an injury, they're not going to be able to challenge for the trios title. And then, hold on, I'm misspeaking. You're not being able to understand what I'm saying. You're not going to be physically able. And then O'Reilly and Fish attack him. And then the Fruit Loops of a cowboy, Hangman, ran out and saved him. The Young Bucks. So you see the Elite reunited, and Cole and Red Dragon walk off. What the fuck was with Adam Page's jeans, dude?
I don't know.
He's supposed to be a cowboy, and he's got butterflies going into his.
I think it was a rib. I think it has to be a rib.
You think that's a rib against Cornette?
It has to be, because
I literally was, what the hell is going on? And I showed my wife this. My wife thought they were freaking photoshopped in. I said, no, you got to watch the show. They're really there. I can't believe this dude's wearing this. Ridiculous. Anyways, sorry, Hangman. I love Hangman, and then I saw those jeans. I'm like, what the hell? And I defended that guy for a long time. Now I can't anymore after those jeans. So, sorry. I'm not always being serious, folks. So, I thought this was a very good segment.
I did disagree with those jeans.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. I'd never get caught dead wearing that, but City and Couponer. I promise you, Cornette will answer back. I'm sure. I am sure. I thought this was a pretty good segment. It's just, in my opinion, it's just going to lead up to the Bucks and, of course, Hangman reuniting to be part of that trios tournament, as well as Red Dragon or the Undisputed Elite, and Cole being able to challenge for those titles. And I think that by then he will be cleared to wrestle, and then we'll have to see. I think that's just going to end up being that match in the finals. It's a very good possibility.
It could be, but I really don't want to see the Young Bucks win this trio championship. I felt like they won enough.
They don't really need to win. Yeah, they really don't need to win anything like that.
Exactly, and they don't. And I hopefully it's just going to be a story for the finals to build somebody else, hopefully. But I did like the segment with the crying kid once the Young Bucks got knocked out.
Yeah, that added so much to the and it was completely 100% legit that there was a kid in there screaming as the Bucks were getting, and the father was trying to calm him down. But that added so much. They focused on that, and I can guarantee you they are going to continue to use that segment with the crying kid. Why couldn't AEW use the ROH 6-man titles? Says T and Couponer. It's got a point. But however, well, they just had the Ring of Honor 6-man titles on Death Before Dishonor, and now they're going to have their own set of trios titles.
Yeah, we don't need no more ROH titles on TV. I'm done with it. Even though they're gonna have it this Saturday for Battle of the Belts, they need to separate that as much as possible.
I think that after the trios titles are crowned, trios champions are crowned, that everybody's going to have a title on TV every week now. It's going to be like watching old Crockett or old NWA. It's like they're just going to have so many damn titles, but they need to add more shows or maybe utilize those. What's that? Dark and Elevation a little bit more.
No more shows because Rampage had the lowest rating last week. Bad rating.
Yeah, I think that. I get you. What did I just do? Yeah, I think that, and I don't think Rampage looks a little bit better today as far as the list. And so supposedly tonight there was a huge, another special edition of Dark Elevation that was on tonight. So according to, I saw it on the Observer. So I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was just getting home. So I'll look it up later. So that means that there was 3 shows this week already. 4 shows, excuse me. And then there's 5 and 6 shows. So the AEW's got a big week this week.
Yes, they do.
Backstage, you saw from earlier Christian Cage talking to Tony Schiavone about Jungle Boy. All of a sudden, a speeding vehicle comes into the back of the garage and tries to run him over. And then Jungle Boy was restrained by security, and Christian demanded his arrest. Christian did not look angry enough in this promo to be.
He sure did.
I mean, he's still holding his backpack. He's more concerned about his backpack than trying to get Jungle Boy out of the building.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm looking forward to this match, though. I am definitely looking forward to this match.
We had Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter defeating Thunderstorm, a team of Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm. It seemed like once this match started, the crowd noise went down a bit. They didn't seem fully invested. And then it seemed like they got him back. I liked Thunder Rosa's new T-shirt, the sandbagging T-shirt, in reference to the what's that lady's name again? I'm drawing a blank. Maria
Shafir.
That's right. I almost got the last name. Yeah, I thought that this was a pretty decent match. I really think that Britt Baker's improved over with the last 2 years. Jamie Hayter's real good. They teased a little bit of a miscommunication between Thunderstorm. So God knows if that's going to end up having something there, if they're going to utilize that going forward.
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of this match?
I thought this was good for, they had building up thunderstorm thing, and then it seemed like they put a little wedge in there for a little bit for a tease. But Jamie Hayter never ceased to amaze me. She's real good. And like I said, Britt Baker got a little bit better as well. So I enjoy these 4 women in the ring, putting in the time, putting in effort.
Of course, that's when we had the video package of Hobbs attacking Starks, and then Powerhouse Hobbs came out and destroyed Ren Jones. And then that's when Taz,
on top of destroyed them.
Yes, he killed this guy. After the match, Ricky Starks ran out and attacked Hobbs, but Hobbs laid him out with a spine buster. Can't go after a guy 3 times your size.
Nah, you can't, but I'm looking forward to this match as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be really good. We had Miro cut a promo talking about the uncertainties he's facing. It was like interspersed with footage of him taking Malachi Black's mist. And we went to Darby Allin's, one of his short films. He was tattooing his hand, basically about how he's going to destroy Brody King.
What do you think about this coffin match that we got coming up?
I love Brody King. I think Darby Allin is a very good wrestler. He scares the shit out of me because I feel like he's going to end up crippled sometimes. So I'm not really. You get. I'm sure you understand. Like that dude takes dives at. I don't know if he's going to get up sometimes.
True.
Yeah. Like he's bent in certain positions going over a barricade. I feel like his back is going to break. So, I love Brody King. I think that this could be very good match. It's going to be a cinematic match. They're going to do it in the arena. What? Nobody really knows.
In the arena.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Just pray that Darby Allin doesn't.
Era is over.
I highly doubt that. But we'll see. It's you might be right. But Darby Allin got killed by Brody King just a few short weeks ago, though.
Yes, he did. So just consider it to be suicide.
Yeah. So, are you ready? You ready now?
I'm ready. I know what you're about to rant about, but I'm ready.
Christian Cage defeated Matt Hardy. It is not 1999 anymore. This match was a pure drizzling shits. I would have left if I was in that arena for the night. These guys were at top of the game in 99, 2000, 2001 when these guys were wrestling each other, singles, tag team matches, etc., etc., etc. But it is 20-something years later. Matt, I thought, looked horrible. Christian Cage is a very good performer, can still work. And nobody in that arena seemed to care about this damn match one bit.
Nah, especially the guy in the front row that said he played with these 2 guys in a video game, No Mercy.
Why the fuck? Like this has to seem like Tony Khan was basically like, I can't believe I have Matt Hardy and Christian Cage. I grew up watching him, so he had to put him on his show.
When the match was announced last week, I knew I was going to get a rant from you and everybody else because I was like, this match does not mix this whole roster right here or the show. So I agree with you. This match shouldn't have happened. It should have been something else.
It's funny because when I was discussing this at work yesterday, it was the bathroom break match. I mean, when I was discussing it at work with somebody, they were going through the lineup because he brought up the whole lineup. He goes, I can give 2 shits about these guys. I've seen them too many times 20 years ago when they were in their prime. Yeah. This is just as bad as watching Ric Flair's last match. No offense to either party. But
well, please don't jinx us, and we have this later on in a few years with these 2. So,
well, Matt's only like 40, so maybe in 30 years. So, maybe.
Jesus Christ.
We're going
past this match. This match was not good.
Yeah. After the match, Luchasaurus music played. Christian recoiled, but it wasn't a distraction to allow Jungle Boy to attack him from the crowd, forcing Christian to flee. What about this Daniel Garcia promo?
It was real good. I enjoyed it.
It looks like a goofball, but it was a very good promo. That hat he was wearing. He says he's going to be the Dragon Slayer, and he's going to, once he comes back, he's going to take him out yet again. Of course, go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, yeah, I think this is going to be the match for All Out for Bryan Danielson's return.
Yeah, I think so. I think Garcia is really good, actually. I might give him a hard time sometimes on the show, but I think he is actually really good. It's because he's very plain and bland.
Yeah, I agree with that. But he's trying to come out his shell somehow.
Yeah, no, more power to him. They showed the video package of Pac from the All-Atlantic title match from Rev Pro that aired on Dark the day before. I did actually watch Dark yesterday. Couldn't believe it. It's after the whole thing. It's terrible. Horrible.
That's great.
The Pac match from Rev Pro, they actually took it from Rev Pro. It was good, but they didn't. I don't know, man. It seems like they just don't care about Dark one bit. It's just they throw anything together, and I don't know. I'm having trouble understanding the concept of it still, or these days. The more and more that it, the longer and longer it goes on.
It was basically entitled to run around the indies and be a special attraction for other indie companies. AEW is not an indie company, but I guess it was just to help out the indies somehow. So I agree with the title being that way. That keeps it away from all the other titles. So
Pac works a lot of outside of companies as well.
Yes, he does.
So I mean, he'll bring it in probably on the bigger shows, here and there, but keep it that way. Yeah. The All Wrestling Crate, they have the Best of Dark DVD. Yeah, I did see that. It came out, I think, in last month's crate, I believe. I have not subscribed to that. That was, I don't need another subscription, basically. This Ethan Page promo, man. Ethan Page, great promo. This guy could perform top notch. I'm telling you. And then he's very unsatisfied that he was not booked, etc., etc. Page complained about his merch sales. It's because they're not putting him on TV. Stogie Hathaway asked him what the hell he's doing and whispered something to his ear, handed him his business card. They walked off together smiling. So that's going to be a good faction. Does that mean Dan Lambert's gone?
It looks like it. Look like he's no longer needed. Why not? Do something different. Dan Lambert done enough, and his course done ran his course. So I don't mind a change.
No, I think Stogie Hathaway and Ethan Page can work well together. They both have a good presence.
Absolutely.
Let's see, 2.0 and Anna Jay were backstage. Maynard said Jericho became Le Champion again last week. Parker said, it's time that everyone appreciated JAS. Jay said, she's the newest member of the faction. She's the sexiest and the toughest, and she'll choke anyone out. She then attacked a staff member, slept on the Queen Slayer.
I love this.
Really?
Yes, I did. It was real funny.
It was funny. It was definitely that, yes.
She could choke everybody out. That's a good thing. So everybody got beware.
So I'm going to play a clip in just a second, but we had the dumpster match between the Acclaimed and the Gun Club. Max Caster continued to kill it and make jokes. This one referred to a recent WWE, someone stepping out, a retiree, if you will. I'm going to play that, and then we'll come right back and talk about it.
Start my music! Yo! Listen! Listen! Yo! Acclaim gonna leave the Gun Club in a bad way. We got the match in the bag cause it's trash day. No filter, I ain't Instagram. We make the ass boys retire like Vince McMahon. We'll beat you down and you know the rest. I'm more positive than Joe Biden's COVID test. Yo, you're your dad's boys, but for now, y'all are just the ass boys.
That guy's hilarious, man. He is funny as hell.
My guy has no filter.
No, that's got him in trouble and suspended in the past for saying things on live TV he probably shouldn't have. I don't think. I think Tony Khan approved this one though. We'll say that because he's the longest. He's the longest rated. What do they call it? What is it? CEO in current professional wrestling?
Yeah.
This match was quite fun. It was all over the place. A dumpster match, if you will, which means you had to dump both opponents into the dumpster, then lock it. They got to basically not be able to get out. They went all over the place. They got him into the dumpster that was up on the railing, or up on the stage by the entrance, sealed it, and then dumped it off to the side. It was only probably like a 4-foot dump, if you will, but it did flip over, so I did cringe. I'm hoping that the guns were safe enough in that. They could have landed awkward if that was anything. But the zip ties broke open and all the garbage was all over the place as well.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid for it when it went upside down. When I see that leg pop up, and it could have been real bad. But as I found out, I heard it was safe. So
Good.
Yeah, that was a crazy fall. It looked like they had a match with the dumpster before they dumped it on the stage. But Max Caster with the elbow to the table. This was a fun dumpster match. Not like WrestleMania 13 with Terry Funk and Cactus Jack versus New Age Outlaws, but this was real fun.
T.N. Coupon says, do you think the AEW put out a CD of the Acclaimed? That's very possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I think they got a playlist out on Spotify. It's either on Spotify or one of them.
The Acclaimed does?
Nah, it's the all elite.
The theme songs. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I've gone to Apple Music and played them before, So
nice.
Yeah. All right, so from there we had the main event, the interim AEW World Championship eliminator, Chris Jericho and Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta, of course, stepping into the big time, once again meeting a legend like Jericho. Do you think Jericho is going to be the next Flair?
I could see him being one, but I could see him calling it quits when he know, he's not going to do a Flair. I think he'll wrestle until he can't do the lion salt no more.
Really?
I think so.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting.
I think once he can't do the lion salt, that's it.
Well, I wouldn't say I was thinking something similar probably 20 some odd years ago when I said there's no point in Scott Steiner wrestling if he can't do the Frankensteiner anymore.
True.
But he continued to wrestle, just a different style. So anyways, we'll see what happens with Jericho. I just have a feeling he's been one of those guys who's going to be forced to retire and then continue even though he's forced to retire. So
I can see I understand.
And then a few years down the road, we're going to be seeing Chris Jericho's last match.
Oh God! Please don't rush me towards the future, please.
So we had Jericho defeated Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta on top of his game yet again. This kid is just phenomenal professional wrestler. Is always in there with putting in his best work every time he steps in the ring. Of course, after the match, continued to get the beat down, and then Moxley's music hit, and he came out to save Wheeler Yuta. This was don't give him any ideas. Yeah, you're right. It'll happen. So what happened after this is that I told him basically he was fucking with the wrong guy. He's fucking with Stu Hart's last student, which I don't believe is actually true, if I remember correctly. Or the Hart done, excuse me. And that next week he's not going to, or when he meets Moxley, he's not going to get the whatever he called, but he's going to get the Lionheart, Chris Jericho, which is his old gimmick. So Chris Jericho doing all these flashbacks every time he comes out the last few big matches he's had. He's bringing out what he brought out the Painmaker for the pay-per-view. And now he's going to bring out Lionheart. He's gonna dye his hair blonde again.
I can see. We seen a little tease of it when he beat Yuta with the Lion Tamer. He had
Yeah.
Yuta walk to Jericho. He did the Lion Tamer. So
Right. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to come out to be the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. He done it before with ECW One Night Stand against Lance Storm. So
Yep.
forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. That was AEW Dynamite. I need to let me bring up the matches from Rampage and Battle of the Belts, and then we'll take it on home. All right, let's see. Oh, I don't. Oh wait, I have it right here. Rampage this Friday, 8/5. It's interim AEW World Championship eliminator Moxley versus Mance Warner. Mance Warner, of course, was he was just at the Ric Flair's last match, so
And he
we'll see him
just was
twice.
on Dark.
Yeah. So I've seen him a couple times. Madison Rayne, the newest All Elite signing, former Impact women's wrestler, is going to be making her debut on Rampage.
Nice.
Josh Matthews' wife. He's very happy that she's got a nice, high-paying job now.
Yeah.
Then this, and he's still stuck in Impact. Let's see. We had a Friday night street fight. Swerve in Our Glory taking on Tony Nese and Josh Woods. This is going to be the match of the show. I'm telling you right now. I'm looking forward to seeing Nese and Woods as a tag team.
Nah, it is. I always enjoy their work as tag team. They have very good chemistry.
Yeah. All right, for Battle of the Belts 3, Saturday night, we've got the Ring of Honor World Championship. Claudio Castagnoli taking Takshada. If I said it right that time, I'm not sure. But it was a really good video package on Dynamite saying how he would love to win his first championship in the United States of America. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a very good match.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we got the women's title. Thunder Rosa taking on Jamie Hayter. There you go. As you said before, Jamie Hayter's she's really freaking good right now. She's on fire.
She's on fire, and I'm looking forward to this match. Two very stiff workers. And I see Thunder Rosa taking it again, continuing this reign.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready to take that title off of her yet, but we'll see. And then we have Wardlow and Jay Lethal. I'm going to go with Wardlow on this one. I don't think they're ready to take – he just won the belt. I don't think they're ready to take that off him yet.
Nah, they're not.
No. Nope. So without any further ado, is there anything else that you'd like to bring up here tonight, Marcel?
No, that is it. Just be sure to follow me at Showtime Marcel on all social media outlets and continue to support and like this video and share and subscribe and just spread the word of the following for PWZ Podcast. And we continue to give you the content that you love.
That's correct. We're going to be back. When are we going to be back? Tuesday evening. Make sure you are here. Most likely 10 p.m. So keep an eye out. If it changes, then you will see on our Instagram at PWZ Network or our socials, all our socials. So go check it out. Have a great evening, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you, TN Couponer. Thank you, DG King, new president of the Marcel fan club, I guess. Have a great evening, everybody.